The thing is, for the non-politicians and the normal, everyday folks without a lot of power, everyday white folks with very little power, for them, it's just habit. I'm not trying to make light of it at all, but that's how they were raised, that's how they grew up. They have no intention or desire to learn to do better. It's just a habit. But for the rich, elite white folks, it is very much purposeful. Very much. And they may not even, well, they probably do because they have been indoctrinated just like everyone else. They probably do actually have hate in their own hearts. But they intentionally push it out to the regular people to keep us all fighting amongst ourselves so we don't go after the big, rich, fat cat white guys. And that's the truth of it.
Family, if you've been on my channel for the longest time now, or rather you're a subscriber of this channel, you know good well that I do not fear, or rather I do not shy away from certain topics. I'd rather address them and get to understand different perspectives of different people in regards to certain issues. So on today's video, there's this white lady trying to explain why white people, especially, this is not my part, especially in the US, do hate black people. You know, why is there systematic racism? Why are black folks considered as people who do not have something good in them? Why are black folks discriminated? You know, and she goes ahead to explain and say that it's just an habit in white people. She feels like this is an habit in them. You know, mostly in the US, when white folks are brought up, they are told that black people are people who should not be respected. That's how they are taught. That's how their upbringing is. You know, you're told that there is nothing good can come from a black person. You're told that black people are drug dealers. You know, you're told that these black people are criminals. Do not associate with them. We've seen, if you look previously from my channel, there's this white guy from the US who went on a march with other black people, and what they were discussing, or rather what they were demonstrating against, was how the black folks were treated in the US. And in that video, the white man mentioned, and he said it really, really well, that his dad was selling drugs to raise him. And the same dad told him never to like or never to be friends with black folks because they're drug dealers. You know, they deal drugs. But when the kid questioned his dad and asked him, why do you say that black people are drug dealers and you yourself, you're dealing drugs? Are you not the same way, just like them? Do you know what the dad told him? No, I am doing this because I love you. I am doing this because I want a bright future for you. And that was contradicting with itself. You know, how can you tell someone that they should not love black folks because they're black, and yet you're doing the same things because they're drug dealers, and yet you're also a drug dealer by yourself? So that really shows us why this is a habit for white folks in the US or in any other country where there is discrimination against the black people. What do you mean when you tell your son or daughter that black people are drug dealers, you should not be close to them, and yet there are other white folks who do the same work? But when it comes to them, it's because they are parents and they are looking out for the best interest for their kids. That does not make any sense. That is so selfish of them. So when this lady mentions and says that it's an habit that people are being brought up in, it really makes a lot of sense. And I am really grateful for the white folks who are open-minded and who respect each and everyone, because I know a lot of them myself. Having to see this lady do this video just to try and make people understand where the hate comes from. I really, really appreciate her because of that, because most of them do not like to talk about these same topics. They'd rather shy away from their topics because they know that it's wrong for them to do that, but they just want to do it, you know. So I just did my research on why this is so common, and here's what I found out. So the notion of racism as a habit refers to deeply ingrained in behaviors of attitudes that have been normalized and perpetuated over time. For white individuals, this can manifest in various ways. The first way is a cultural conditioning. Many white people grew up in environments where they are exposed to subtle or overt racist attitudes, stereotypes, and biases. You notice these this is where they were raised in. I am not trying to justify their actions, but I just want the generation of white parents in future to come up with ways that they can teach their children good habits, to love one another, to love people irrespective of their color, to love people irrespective of their accent, to love people irrespective of where they're coming from, rather than pushing these negative notions. You notice there are also stereotypes that are leading to these parents spreading bad information. Stereotypes, man, things that are not true. This can be reinforced by family, friends, media, and societal norms, leading to unconscious adoption of these views. So kindly, man, okay, I know this is so hard. I know these racist instances are systematic. You know, they are passed from one generation to the other. But it's time that we, as the human race, we rise up and find a common ground. You know, and love each other irrespective of where people are coming from. Love each other, you know. And God damn it. So there's this systematic racism. Societies, structures, and institutions such as education, criminal justice, and employment often privilege white people while disadvantaging black people. As a result of discriminatory practices become routine and normalized, further embedding racist behaviors and attitudes. You know, at times the small little things we do, in our workplaces, overseas, really matters a lot. You know, when somebody comes to look for an opportunity, it doesn't matter how they look like. Do they match the the requirements for the job? Do they have the papers you all need? That's what's important. This is really a wide topic, and I'd like cry, be emotional in this same topic. But what I'd like to request for everyone from across the world is for us human beings to respect each and everyone irrespective of our skin color. Nowadays there are issues also with colorism. You know, colored people are also going through issues that is just unacceptable, man. Very unacceptable. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for listening to what I've been telling you for the last like 8-9 minutes. I do not take it for granted. Thank you for choosing to subscribe to my channel for amazing stories, amazing black diaspora stories, and stories from Africa. So guys, if you're a parent, a black parent or a white parent, it's time that we change the notion. It's time that we speak good of our brothers and sisters. Let us not be ambassadors of hate. Let us not be ambassadors of dividing people, of discrimination. It doesn't matter where you're born, it doesn't matter the color of your skin. What matters is that we are all human beings. So this is a challenge for black folks and white folks, that we should train our children the rightful way, because according to what I know, is, from the little change that can be brought outside there, we can automatically, or in future, get to see the changes that we are perpetuated, the changes that we've been ambassadors of. That's why I use my platform as a YouTuber to talk about these issues that people do rarely talk about. So guys, hopefully this impacts someone. This message of love reaches someone who has a lot of hate in them, and we change and just be human beings and be peaceful beings and being loving beings. So guys, thank you so much. Kindly do consider subscribing to my channel. And guys, if you're not a member of my channel, kindly join to be a member of this channel, and you can also support me through super thanks. And lastly guys, ensure you like this video, because the more likes I get, the more my video is recommended to other guys. So guys, thank you so much. See you all in my next video. Goodbye for now. Peace.